Chapter 1. The New Start. After the terrifying ritual, Emily and her parents tried to return to a normal life. They repainted her room, replaced her old bed with a new one, and even bought her a dog named Shadow to make her feel safe at night. For weeks, everything seemed fine. The scratching was gone, the whispers had vanished, and Emily even dared to sleep alone again. But deep inside, she never forgot the note she had found. I'm still here. Every night before bed, she checked under her mattress, under the bed, even inside her closet. Nothing. But the fear never left. And then Shadow started growling at night, always at the bed. Chapter 2. Signs of Return. One evening, Emily's father found scratches on the new wooden frame of her bed. They were long, deep claw marks, identical to the ones from before. This can't be happening again, he muttered, trying to convince himself it was just the dog. But Shadow refused to go near the bed. He barked furiously, his fur bristling, teeth bared at the darkness beneath it. Emily knew. The creature had returned. That night, she couldn't sleep. The room was silent, too silent. Then, around midnight, she felt it, the familiar weight pressing up from underneath the mattress, as if something was shifting below her. Her heart pounded. She whispered into the air, "Leave me alone." The reply was a hiss so close it brushed her ear. I never left. Chapter 3. The Diary. Emily became obsessed with understanding what the creature was. At school, she spent hours in the library reading about hauntings, shadow creatures, and demons. Nothing matched exactly, but one story came close. It was about an old demon said to live beneath beds, feeding on fear, growing stronger each time a child peeked at it. The book called it The Hollow One. That night, Emily decided to record everything in a diary. She wrote, Day 1, scratches return. Day 2, breathing under bed. Day 3, it spoke again. But on the fourth night, when she opened her diary, she found new words written in a jagged hand she didn't recognize. Do not write about me. Her pen had not touched those pages. Chapter 4. The Possession. As the nights passed, Emily grew weaker. Her parents noticed she ate less, barely smiled, and often woke up screaming. One morning, her mother gasped when she found bruises shaped like fingers around Emily's ankles, as if something had grabbed her during the night. Mrs. Whitaker was called again. She entered Emily's room, closed her eyes, and whispered, It is stronger now. The ritual did not banish it. It only chained it to her. Emily asked, trembling, What does it want? Mrs. Whitaker's face darkened. It wants your life, but first it will break your spirit. Chapter 5. The Night of Terror. That night, Emily's parents insisted she sleep in their room. They locked her bedroom door, placed the dog in the hallway, and kept the lights on. But at 3 a.m., Emily awoke to the sound of scratching, not under her parents' bed, under hers. She sat up slowly. Her parents were still asleep, but she could hear it clear as day. Scratch! 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 Then came the whisper. No matter where you go, I will find you. The blankets on her parents' bed began to tug downward, pulled by unseen hands. Her father woke with a shout as the mattress shook violently. Shadow barked and howled, but the force was too strong. Emily screamed, Stop! Leave us alone! And just like that, the shaking stopped, but from under the bed came a low, satisfied chuckle. Chapter 6. The Hidden Truth. The next day, Emily's father searched the house top to bottom. In the attic, he found an old wooden box covered in dust. Inside were children's drawings, all of them showing the same thing, a dark figure with glowing yellow eyes crawling from under a bed. One drawing was signed with a name, Clara, 1962. When he asked the neighbors, they revealed a chilling story. A girl named Clara once lived in the house. She claimed a monster lived under her bed. Her parents ignored her until one morning she was gone. The only thing left behind were deep scratches on the floor leading from her bed to the door. She was never found. Emily was living the same nightmare. Chapter 7. The Confrontation. Determined to end it, Emily decided to face the creature. She waited until midnight, clutching a flashlight and her diary. The scratching began. The breathing followed. Slowly, Emily leaned over and shone the flashlight under the bed. At first, only darkness, then the yellow eyes. But this time, the creature fully emerged. Its twisted body stretched unnaturally, shadowy skin clinging to bones, its mouth filled with jagged teeth. It crawled closer, its claws scratching the floor. Emily whispered, What do you want from me? The creature grinned, To take you where Clara went. Chapter 8. The Last Stand. Emily screamed for her parents. They burst into the room, but the creature was already half out from under the bed, filling the space with its monstrous form. Mrs. Whitaker arrived moments later, clutching her black book. She began chanting, her voice trembling as the candles flickered violently. The creature roared, shaking the walls, its claws wrapped around the bed frame, snapping wood like twigs. Emily, desperate, opened her diary and shouted, "You don't own me!" To her shock, the creature recoiled as if burned. The diary pages flipped wildly, words glowing on the paper. Mrs. Whitaker shouted, "Keep writing. Write its name." Emily grabbed her pen and scrawled, "The Hollow One." The creature shrieked, its body twisting, smoke pouring from its mouth. It tried to lunge, but the salt barrier glowed brightly, trapping it. With one final scream, it was dragged back under the bed, the floorboards ceiling shut behind it. Chapter 9: The Aftermath. Silence fell. The candles went out. The room was empty, except for Emily, her parents, and Mrs. Whitaker. The creature was gone. This time, truly gone. At least, that's what they believed. Epilogue. The return years later, Emily was grown and had a daughter of her own. She never spoke of the creature, never told her child what had happened in that old house. One night, as she tucked her daughter into bed, the little girl whispered, "Mommy, I heard scratching under my bed." Emily froze. Her daughter smiled innocently and added, and a voice said, "I never left." If you liked this story, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.